Live from the Persephone Theatre in the Ramey Arts Centre on the banks of the South Saskatchewan River in beautiful downtown Saskatchewan. Good afternoon and welcome to Why Ag Matters, an agricultural dialogue with Saskatchewan political parties.
So now let's move to questions relating to the Why Ag Matters document, starting with a question regarding new producers and generational change. The future looks promising for young and beginning producers. Demand for our products looks strong into the future, and the sky seems to be the limit when it comes to new and innovative production technologies. At the same time, today's beginning farmers face enormous obstacles in accessing the capital needed to establish a viable farming operation. As the average age of farmers continues to get older and the cost of entry continues to increase, what role do you feel the provincial government should play in ensuring a smooth transition from one generation to the next so our farms can remain family-owned and operated into the future? Each candidate has 1 minute to address the question. Please note the timekeeper will give you time at 30 seconds and 15 seconds. And if you go beyond that, you will, of course, hear the bell. So the order we'll respond to this question is starting with Rick Swenson, followed by Ryan LaMarche, Kathy Spruill, Lyle Stewart, and then finishing up with Darren Leveroux. Rick.
Well, I think it's a combination of things. I remember my first land loan, FCC, was north of 12%. It made for some sleepless nights. Today you don't have that. So long-term capital at reasonable rates has always been a requirement of intergenerational transfer. The other thing is it's important to have good risk management tools that you can use to buy some type of security, right? Whether that's a combination of crop insurance, some of the federal programs, but those are crucial to young people in particular so that if it's a parent that's backing them up, that they don't put their life's work at risk in order to make sure the next generation. And it's one of the problems I've had with the current systems that are in place because I don't think they're adequate in order to do the job.
Thank you very much, Rick. On to Ryan.
Yes, well, one of the biggest things the Saskatchewan Party would like to do is to reamp the Saskatchewan Crop Insurance Program. We would like to do an expansion of it to allow in oil seeds, to allow in livestock, and what we call acts of God. Yes, there would be different premium packages available, but we feel that a lot of Saskatchewan farmers are not being treated properly under the disaster relief program, which is all full of bureaucratic red tape in our opinion, and really very little of that money is going to the farmers or the people in need at the time of the disaster. In order to get youth involved, key things we would like to do is we would like to offer in agriculture low interest loans. If there's any kind of collateral base coming from one generation to another, we could even arrange a lower based loans is what we would like to see. And as well, in conclusion, we just want to see education and growth in that area.
Thank you very much, Ryan. On to you, Kathy, your response.
Thanks. I think every beginning farmer has a dream of owning their own land, and it's something that is very, very difficult in this current climate in agriculture. Young producers, some of the difficulties they face is obviously access to startup capital and the farmland itself, because we know the prices are very high at this point in our history. So I think what a government needs to do is talk to farmers, find ways for farmers and farming communities to provide those young producers access to the capital, access to the farmland. And I think the other thing that we need to look at is adequate succession planning. Many farmers have all their equity tied up in the value of their land, and how to transfer that in a proper way to the next generation, ensuring that they have adequate retirement needs, is also an important aspect that we need to be looking at.
Thank you very much. And Lyle.
Thank you. Young people are coming back to the farms and getting involved in farming in a substantial manner now more than we've seen certainly since the 1970s. And those young producers are being very successful. Agriculture is doing well, and they're doing particularly well. And Saskatchewan Crop Insurance has programs that help young farmers use a good experience discount of their family, that their family is built up. We have a program that we call the Farm Business Development Initiative, where we help young producers get professional help and as their parents as well, for succession planning and so on.
Thank you very much. And our last commenter on this question, Darren.
The new generation has the new technology. What it basically means is that we have to be putting the money into the University of Saskatchewan Agriculture Department to get a better familiarization of how these products can be used to and be enhanced in order to be able to produce more on a shorter term and a longer process. But if we don't have the infrastructure in place to be able to get these products to market, there's no reason that the investment's going to occur then. So again, we have to make sure this rail line system gets put in place to get the commodities to Tidewater so we can get it to our global partners. We need to have the federal government and the provincial governments working together in order to creating these markets in India and creating the demand. If we don't have the demand, there's nothing the new generation farmers can do to enhance it. The nice thing about farming community is that it is passed on from one generation to the other, and they grow up on that family farm. They know what the obstacles already are when they take over the business. That's one of the advantages of a farming industry over any other type of business, is the awareness of what they're going to be coming across as time goes on. So they're already professional businessmen by the time they get their businesses set up. The governments have to be there as far as offering financing and making it available to them so that they can actually have the capital expenditures needed to get the market going.
Thank you very much, Darren.